let me tell you this idea. Why he said it was a Neolithic revolution? He said that, first and foremost, agriculture was invented in this era. Fine. And since agriculture was invented in this era, what happened? It led to the production of many crops in this era. The production of crops, it led to the beginning of many new things in this era. For example, I told you yesterday also, pottery. Now, why? Because of course, when you had the crops being produced, when you have surplus crops also being produced, you have to also store them. To store these crops, you require some utensils to keep these crops always with you. So, in that way, pottery was also now a necessity of the society. So, hence they also invented pottery in this era itself. Fine. Now, see, when they invented pottery and other things, what happened? They also got permanently associated with a piece of land. So, permanent settlement also took place in this era on a very formidable basis. Because earlier, the society or the Mesolithic people or even Paleolithic people, these all people, they were precisely nomadic, they were pastoral. They used to move from here to there in search of the better pasture, search of food and other materials to survive over there. तो उनका एक ठिकाना नहीं था. कहने मतलब है, they were not having a permanent ठिकाना, permanent place to stay with. So they kept on moving from one to another place in every decade, in every centuries. Fine. But in this era, what we notice that now the people started getting settled down on a piece of land on a permanent basis. Why? Because of this agriculture. So, because agriculture, now they realized that they don't have to move from here to there in search of food. What they can do now, they can produce food for themselves. Alright, and since they realized that this piece of land or any piece of land was giving them enough of food material, whether it was wheat or barley or even other food materials also subsequently. So, idea is when they realized that a piece of land was giving them enough of food material, so there is no need to move from this land to any other land in such a better pasture. So, exactly on this account only, they started also now getting permanently settled down on a particular piece of land. So, this is how the association with a piece of land got established in this era on a very formidable basis. Fine. And this led to the rise of the village communities in this era. Alright, so large villages were now being founded because initially, let's say 100 people came on a particular piece of land, realizing that they were growing, let's say the crop like wheat. After that, some more hundreds came. After some more hundreds came, and this is how hundreds actually led to the contribution of thousands. And when the thousands of people started now forming the large villages also in this era. So, in nutshell, see, with the invention of agriculture, what happened? It led to the rise of the village communities also in the Indian subcontinent. Hence, it was a revolution. Why? Because after this, the society or the humanity on the earth never took a U-turn. Because this was a takeoff period for the humanity on the earth to become the master of this entire earth, and then finally also thinking of becoming master of entire universe gradually. That is how the things started changing from this era only. So, this was a very important era as far as human evolution on the earth is concerned. Fine, it is because of this only we are here today. If that would not have been there in the past, we would not have been here today in terms of discussing all these things. So, we need to give credit to this era only in terms of having this sort of invention done by the humanity on the earth for the first time, which contrastly changed entire thing on the earth afterwards. Fine. That was the meaning of revolution as explained by V. Gordon Childe.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.